Every interaction or every lack of interaction with a client is a pivot point. And their brand feeling, the ecstatic, static, and vulnerable, goes up or down. There's no such thing as a neutral brand interaction. There's no plateau. We're just up or down, up or down. It never usually is flat with somebody. And they come out in reviews like Yelp and Google and Facebook. And the problem a lot of times with clients that they rely heavily on like a TripAdvisor, if they're a travel association or a tourism association, or they're a restaurant and Yelp is their make or break, or maybe it's their Facebook page. But when somebody brings up a problem, it's actually an opportunity. And I try to stay away from feeling or sounding cheesy. But this is the truth. Psychologists talk about this. It's called the service recovery paradox, which is when somebody approaches you, a customer or a client, and says, this is a problem. I have a complaint. It's an opportunity, because if you recover at or above their reasonable expectation, not the grand one when they come at you and they want the world from you, but look, this is what I wanted and this is how you can remedy it. If you meet them at the level that they're hoping for or above, they love you more than before the problem occurred. That's important. They love you more than before the problem even happened. So they can actually be ecstatic clients if you just fix the problem. I'll give you an example of this. So this is Monica. She's in Austin, Texas, and she wanted to get furniture. So she went to Ashley Home Furniture Store in Austin. And she went in, got the furniture, came back, and gave it a 1-star review on Yelp. And she opened the review by saying, if I could give them 0 stars, I would. Which, if you're not in the furniture business, that's bad. You don't want anybody saying that, ever. And here's the thing. The store was great. Great selection, great price, great sales associate, everything. Picked her delivery date and went home. What do you think the problem is? Well, if you ever had a delivery, you could usually know the delivery was on the wrong day, at the wrong time, with the wrong furniture, and the wrong because it was the wrong shade of color, I think it was. And the delivery driver tried to help by saying, it looks close enough to me. Don't. That's not helpful, and that will not help the situation. And she went on Yelp and ripped them. And the owner saw it because he has Yelp for Business app on his phone. And he saw it and he said, no. Unawesome is unacceptable. And looked her up and phoned her and immediately fixed it. And she went back and revised her review. Nobody does that. Nobody revises reviews. It just doesn't happen. And she came back and revised it and said this. After my scathing Yelp review, I was immediately, and I mean immediately, contacted by the owner. Ben is courteous, professional, and kind. He followed up with everything he stated he was going to do very promptly. His apology felt sincere, and because of him, I don't think I'd hesitate to shop at one of Ashley's stores he owns. Now, the great thing about this is not only did he save the customer, but I would shop at the store if I read this review. Would you? It shows they back it up. This is a better review than a 5-star blank review to me. We don't expect perfection. What we do expect is accountability. And when clients complain, especially online, what they're looking for first and foremost is validation. Validation they've been heard, because up to that point they have not. And this is how you flip it around. And that's where it can work really, really well for you. And this is the big part right now, is how you react during a crisis is how you'll be remembered long after it. Everything is so stressful right now. Everything is so heightened right now that we have to determine something sometimes. Is the complaint situational or is it foundational? So somebody flips out at you. I'm talking to you as human beings right now, just as humans. When somebody flips out at you, it might be the situation, it might be the day, but it's not about you. And that helps sometimes if we just separate those things and realizing it's not me, it's the situation.